Well, Andrew, congratulations. You've just been named the Coburg Senior Coach for 2020. How does it feel to be named the Senior Coach of a club that you've got a small history at?
Honoured, excited, and looking forward to getting stuck into it, I suppose. Being an assistant coach here in the past and a player before that has given me a real strong connection and love for the club, and now that I sort of get to lead it alongside Seb and the board, I'm really looking forward to what we can create moving forward.
And obviously you said you've been an assistant coach over 2017 and 2018. You've gone back to Bundoora and coaching at local level this year. What have you taken from your time as an assistant coach and being a senior coach at local level that you think you can bring to the role in next year?
Yeah, I think when I was here as an assistant coach under Peter German and then Lee Adams, they were really good in sort of allowing me to, I suppose, take on senior coach responsibilities, which has held me in good stead going back to Bundoora this year. And I think the thing at local level, we're not overly well, we're not well resourced as probably VFL standard is. We don't have player welfare, we don't have a high performance manager. So in some ways, it's probably meant that I've had to wear other hats other than just being a senior coach, and which has been fantastic for my development personally. I think the other thing is we actually haven't had a very successful year with Bundoora from a wins and loss perspective. So again, from a selfish point of view, it's probably been a good thing for my own personal development, because I've had to probably think outside the square and extend my coaching probably beyond what I would have if we were just winning games and stuff sort of gets swept under the carpet, if that was the case. Don't get me wrong, I'd like to be up the top of the ladder and not have lost a game, but from my own coaching point of view, I think that I've been able to probably wear more hats than what I would in roles here, and hopefully I can bring that here.
And the club 2019 has been a tough year in the win-loss record, only 2 wins on the board, but shown a lot of signs of improvement throughout the year and got a good core group of players signed for 2020 already. Expect a few more signings coming in the near future. What do you like about this playing group?
Yeah, I think the youthfulness of it. I've obviously been involved in 2017-18 with a core group that are still here, and sort of what they've added this year, and the fact that they've all committed, or not all committed, but they've had a fair few of them recommit, sort of shows the unity amongst the group at the moment, and the fact that they are young. I think all you're going to see is improvement from this point on. Granted the wins haven't been there this year, but I think the competitiveness, the spirit, and the wins probably won't be too far away if they can keep this group together, and that's what I'm looking forward to, is working with a group that's now going to be probably in its 3rd year together, and hopefully we can sort of turn that into 5, 6, 7 years, because that's probably when you're going to see real success like your Williamstowns and Port Melbournes, where you have your 100, 150 game players. Yeah,
and we spoke about your history with the club. You've got some relationships with some of the players, obviously would have played with some of them in your time. How do you go from being a teammate to going into a coaching role? How do you think you'll adjust to that in 2020?
Yeah, I think for me, I've always been the same in terms of being a player, a leadership group member, and then a coach, and working with guys that I, like you said, had played with. I'm a teacher, and the way that I treat my students is as a mate. I don't think that there's a hierarchy within that sort of relationship and dynamic. I think it's more about we're all here to work towards a common goal. I know better than anybody else here at this club, and I'll accept feedback, and I'll listen to their opinions and take stuff on. I think if we can create a collaborative environment, that's going to be the key to success, I feel, not me coming in with all this wisdom and knowledge and trying to get them to just follow it. For sure, I'll be putting down a game plan and structures and things in place, but at the end of the day, it only works if you get buy-in, and to do that, you need to give players a voice, and you need to make them trust in you. So. And just finally, do you have a message to the Coburg fans looking ahead to 2020? What can they expect from a Coburg side coached by Andrew Sturgess? Yeah, I think first and foremost, just well done to to the club this year in terms of getting support behind a group, raising its membership base beyond 1,000, second most in the VFL, the most in the club's history. The numbers through the gate are phenomenal at the moment. The club's in a really good position from a off-field point of view, and what I'd say to our supporters is just stick with this group, because you don't want to jump off before there is success there, and it hopefully isn't too far away. A team that's coached by me is one that'll play with plenty of passion, flair, move the ball well, defend hard when they need to, and just be given the belief that they can play to their strengths and play football. Similar to, I don't think much will change from where the group's at the moment in terms of the game plan and guys' positions and roles within that team. But it's just important that we get more games into these kids, so the supporters that have shown faith through these tough times are there to witness the success as well.
Perfect. Thanks for your time.
Pleasure.